Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Classroom Champions Live. My name's Tiffany Parker, and I am a 2022 USA Olympic hopeful in the sport of bobsled. I am super excited to be joining you guys today and welcoming our very special athlete that we're going to have on this Wednesday, and we'll introduce her in a second. But let's say good morning to all the kids out there. So we got Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte, good morning. And anyone else that's their first time looking at Classroom Champions and joining us today, we're very happy to be in your homes, and you are more than welcome to put your questions right inside of the comment box on Facebook, and we will answer them as we go throughout the show. We really wanted to give a very warm welcome to our very special guests, and we're going to slow things down on this Wednesday. We want to welcome Athletes for Hope, Ashley Montgomery, to Classroom Champions Live. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, guys.
So we got a good morning from McKenna, who says good morning and hello. Ashley is such an awesome athlete, and we're very fortunate to have her here on this Wednesday. Ashley is an Athletes for Hope athlete. She also is an elite U.S. track and field mile and 5K competitor. She ran track and cross country at the University of Pennsylvania, as well as worked on Wall Street in New York City for 2 years while still training. Super cool that you were able to do that. Ashley currently now lives in Colorado Springs and trains with the CSTC club team with the goal of running at the 2021 Olympic trials. Ashley, thanks for joining us this morning. And I know I am looking forward to the awesome surprise that you have for us today on this Wednesday. So let's see. We have a very good morning from Lori from BC and Surrey. She says, hey, Ashley.
Hi, I'm excited to be here with you guys this morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, it'll be a great time. So right now we know that things are crazy everywhere, all around the world and globally, and things look a little bit different for a lot of people. One thing that you said that you were really passionate about was not just training your body as an athlete, but also the importance of training your mind and what that looks like. So how are you doing during this time and the craziness that's going on in the world?
Yeah, so the way I've always thought about it since I've started meditating myself and working on my mind is one time someone explained it to me that we work so hard training our muscles in the gym, and really our brain is a muscle as well. And since we can't necessarily take our brain to the gym, a way that you can work that muscle is through things like meditation. So that's been something really important to me ever since I conceptualized that. And I definitely think that my practice and having built that up over time has really helped me feel a bit more settled through this time. And don't get me wrong, I think for anyone, it really is a crazy time, even if you have a practice, but it really helps me come back to home base and stay relaxed and has had a lot of benefits for me. So it's definitely one way that I'm staying in the moment and calm as much as I can.
Yeah, and I mean, going back to just your history, like working on Wall Street and being in New York City, which is a very busy city, how did you find calmness in just like the craziness of everything going on around you in a city like that?
Yeah, I think that's such a good question because it really is, and especially it is funny being here in Colorado now because you have such an appreciation for a little bit of the silence and the sounds of nature. But I do think it's important that what meditation brings me and practicing being still a little bit every day, no matter where I am, is that this idea of even if we're in a very busy environment or somewhere we don't want to be, we always have that ability to breathe and be still within ourselves. And I think a lot of times when we immediately picture meditation or being still, that we need to be by the mountains or by a beach or in some beautiful location. And of course, when you are there, like I said, here I am in Colorado by the mountains, and I appreciate it so much. But just remember that it doesn't have to be the perfect moment in order to practice, that it's actually even more important in that busyness. If you can find stillness, your mind becomes even stronger.
Oh, I love that. And I love the fact that you talked about being outside in nature. And so, speaking of outside in nature, let's go ahead and play a video of what you do, and you can talk us through the process of what's going on in this video.
Yeah.
So, share with us, like, where are you? I see that you're the only person on the track. Kind of walk us
Yeah.
through, like, what's going on in your mind and what are you doing here?
Yeah, so I'm actually running on the track, on one of the local tracks here, and I kind of felt like this video was fitting, even though it's not necessarily me in the midst of competition. It really is showing this is how training is right now for myself and a lot of athletes. And I feel very lucky and grateful that my sport is an individual sport at the end of the day that I can still do on my own, but I do miss my teammates a lot. So in this video, you can see lately we've been running workouts on our own, and we keep in touch with each other, my teammates and I do, and what we're doing and how things went. But this is me running on my own in the track. But again, I think the important thing is just I keep reminding myself to appreciate the fact that I can do what I love to do. And so, yeah.
Yeah, and there's something just joyous about being able to run outside in nature. And we have Sherry who's sending us all of a bunch of emojis of all the great things that are outside, even unicorns, which I haven't seen one yet, but hey, who knows? There's still a lot of life to live. And then we also have a very good morning from McKenna as well. And Sherry who sent us some yoga emojis. So I am excited to get into today's practice and kind of just slow down on this Wednesday. So, can you lead us in a meditation for kids and the teachers and the parents that are watching on Classroom Champions Live today?
Yeah, of course. So the
Yay.
first thing that I wanted to mention is there's a lot of different types of meditation. So the longer that you do it, there might be different styles that you like better than others, but at its simplest form, the anchor of almost every meditation practice that you'll encounter is your breath. And so I always like to start, even before I decide what meditation I want to do, with a little bit of a breathing exercise just to settle my mind and body. And there are a lot of different ways that you can do this, but one that I want to do with the group today is nostril breathing. So, first, before we do that, I recommend getting into a comfortable seat. So you can see that I'm sitting cross legged. If that's uncomfortable to you, you can also sit on your knees. And I actually have a small pillow underneath my seat just because it adds a little bit of comfort to me. You're welcome to lie down. It I know I watched Tara's Facebook live on meditation, and I agree with her sometimes. For me, I actually feel like I want to fall asleep, but some people find that the most comfortable position, and it's really about you. Um, and then the last thing is I'm sitting up against this wall here. You don't have to. You can sit in a chair and have your feet touching the ground, or you can sit without a wall. But what I like is it's really important for your back to be straight, and the wall helps support me there. So get yourself in whatever comfortable seat is best for you, and then we'll start with that breathing exercise. So what I do is I take my hand, so hold up your right hand, and we're going to be using your thumb and your pinky finger and your ring finger. Okay. And then your middle finger and your index finger, you're going to just set on the bridge of your nose. And what you're going to do is you're going to cover one nostril at a time, and I'll guide you through it. So first, with your thumb, you're going to cover your right nostril. You're going to breathe in through your left nostril, out through your left nostril. And now cover your left nostril with those other fingers. Release your right nostril, breathe in through your right nostril, breathe out through your right nostril, cover your right nostril, breathe in through your left nostril, breathe out through your left nostril, and now release. I know it's a little bit strange and it takes a bit to get used to, but sometimes, like I said, I do this before my practice because what the alternate nostril breathing does is it settles your nervous system. So it gets us ready to sit still and brings us back to the moment. So now I'm going to lead you through a meditation. One thing that really works well for me is to use my imagination and go through certain visualizations while I'm meditating because it helps me focus on that as opposed to external things that might be going on in life. So I will guide you through that. You can either keep your eyes open or closed. So first we're going to start, and I'm going to shut my eyes, and you're going to take one deep breath in and exhale out. Another deep breath in and exhale out. Now I want you to imagine the color blue. It can be any color blue that pops to mind first. And as you're inhaling, I want you to think about that blue color. And now I want you to imagine a red color. And as you're exhaling, I want you to think about that red color. So inhale in, color blue, exhale out, the color red. Deep inhale in, the color blue, exhale out, the color red. One more round, inhale in, the color blue, exhale out, the color red. Now I want you to just focus on your breath for a minute. Breathe at your own rhythm. And now I want you to imagine that you're sitting outside in the warm sunlight, which is going to be more likely coming up as we're into the summer months. But what I want you to imagine is that someone is pouring this warm sunlight through your body. We're going to do a body scan down through. And as we go through each body part, I just want you to imagine that warm sunlight flowing through that body part. So we'll start at the top of the head. Just gradually relax as that warm sunlight flows through your head, your face, your eyes, your mouth, your jaw. And now feel it pouring through your neck, your shoulders, your chest, your arms, your elbows, your hands, your fingers, your belly, your hips, your thighs, your calves, your feet, your toes. Now we're going to go back up through the body. And if you're experiencing external thoughts, that's okay. We all experience thoughts throughout this. But the idea is, can you quickly and gently just nudge back to the moment and back to the body scan? So think about your toes, your feet, your calves, your thighs, your hips. Just gradually relax again each body part as we go up, the warm sunlight flowing through. your belly, your chest, your fingers, your hands, your arms, your shoulders, your neck, your jaw, your nose, your eyes, your ears, your head. Now, for just a second, we're just going to sit in silence and let your brain, if it goes elsewhere, just let it be free. Let it go where it needs to go in this moment. Just breathe. And now, bring your attention back to your breath. In and out, in and out, in and out. And just appreciate that we have this gift of stillness and this luxury of being able to sit still and make our mind stronger. And then gently wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring some movement back into your body. Listen to the sounds that you might hear around you, the smells, the feeling of the air on your skin, and just slowly bring yourself back into the space that you're in and gently open your eyes. Now, that's the end of that guided meditation. Hopefully, some of that worked for you. Again, it's completely fine. It gradually calms over time. Like you might have had racing thoughts, but I hope that even if your thoughts were racing in the beginning or throughout that you feel like they've gradually slowed down and that maybe part of that meditation clicked for you. In the beginning, I did the colors. That's actually the reason I brought that in is I used to do the color meditation before I would run races. So it was something blue and red worked for me. You can change those colors. But when I would get really nervous, I would sit there and I would just think, breathe in blue, breathe out red. And it helped me to focus. So I hope that you guys enjoyed that and that you found something in that might help you through these times or before a competition or whatever it is um, that you would want to sit and find that stillness and peace.
Ashley, thank you so much. I know I feel super relaxed. I was following along at home as you were speaking, and yeah, it's just a good way. I love the fact that you related it to colors and for kids and teachers and parents at home to kind of just take a moment when things are feeling like a little crazy or they have anxiety or just any type of emotions that may be coming up for them to be able to just breathe, like think about those colors. I know Lori at home said she loves the idea of visualizing colors and it's so effective. And Heather says, thanks, Ashley. Like that was great. And she was following along at home and totally loved it. I think that you're right. Like being able to just kind of center yourself and bring yourself back to a calm state. I know I would love to get into a race that way. So thank you for sharing that. And at Classroom Champions, we never leave you guys without a challenge. So we have a lot more mindful minutes on our site from really awesome athletes. And you can go to classroomchampions.org, hit sign up for the SEL Foundation program, which is currently free if you guys would love to see more mindful minute meditation moments. The challenge today is going to be for you guys at home to join Ashley in a meditation practice and let us know how you feel afterwards. Even if you switch up your colors, let us know which colors you decide to inhale and exhale with. We want to see you guys, and we want to know if you guys go to the website and you watch those mindful minutes from the other athletes. Let us know how you feel. Share those feelings by hashtagging Classroom Champions, and we look forward to seeing you guys next time. Ashley, once again, thank you so much for this Wednesday and taking us through that practice. I know that I loved it, and I hope that all of you guys enjoy it at home. And we'll see you next time. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.